Welcome to another vlog.
Yep. Beginning of a new week that's definitely going to be awful.
Yeah. On the bright side, I currently don't have too much going on this week. Next week's going to be the real hectic one. So much medicine. So many rats.
Yeah.
But anyway. My plans for this week are to to start the soulmate equation. Equation?
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then to continue with the Mystic Bayou series. So, that's pretty much it. I have pretty high hopes I'll actually get to a second book this week.
I'm going to try and get through The Stand-In by Lily Chu. And unfortunately, I have Bag of Bones, which and none of that will be in this. And I'm going to try to do another book from my TBR. I got Strange the Dreamer by Lady Taylor. So I'm going to see if I like that. I'm hoping I like some of these books that I stole from Sarah, or I wasted our time even taking them.
It's fine. I mean, it means that our bookman's haul for tomorrow is manageable.
Yeah, it's exactly the right size for this basket. Yeah, should we? Here, I'll try and get an aerial shot of the things in here. We have a lot to get rid of that won't be on my floor anymore or on her spare bookshelf.
Yeah. So,
you just see my subscriptions behind us. They're gonna know I like Big Joel.
Alright, so yeah, those are our plans for this week. Hopefully other than tomorrow, which is guaranteed to suck, the rest of the week will be okay.
We're supposed to say why it's gonna suck.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. Between me, our friend, her, and her sister, we got 30 rats in a year. And as we were doing it, we're just setting ourselves up for a lot of pain in like 2 years. Like,
and now it's
we call it the rat-pocalypse, and we are in the rat-pocalypse.
Now it's that time.
So,
which everything is bad.
I've already lost 2 from that group.
Her sister lost 1.
And this will be our friend's second to lose. So we've lost, as of tomorrow, we'll have lost 5 of the 30. So, and the youngest of the 30 are a year and 5 months. Yeah, and we're going with her to the vet because friends do awful things for each other.
Yeah, so tomorrow's gonna be rough, but hopefully a little better for the other rats, because our friend has a few that are very old and one is a little sick, so we're anticipating badness with that possibly. And then my sisters are 2. Over 2.
Yeah, they're a little over 2 now. So, aren't you glad you're here? We bring all the good stuff.
One day we'll be peppy or something, right?
You remember when I got Ducky and Dorothy, and they were so small and so sweet, and I love them?
They fit right this little spot.
That'll happen again one day, probably sooner than you think, because I never learn. She does.
That's true, yeah.
We'll see you next clip.
Yeah.
Are you done? Nope. Okay. That's fine. You do you say. I love you for it. I've started the soulmate equation, and like right off it has one of my least favorite things where the best friend is just like, you need to get laid. It is none of your business. I don't care how long you've known this person. It is none of your business. You don't know what they're going through necessarily. You don't have their sex drive or their opinions on the opposite sex if you're straight. You don't know anything, so you can shut your mouth. Jesus Christ, it's already getting a 2. I can feel it. The main character's daughter, is her name Jess? Okay, she's Jess, the daughter's Juno. By the way, I don't know what this book is about. I think some guy's starting a dating app and she dates him. I'll say more later, I guess. But, she wants a snake. The daughter wants a snake. And you can tell they just Googled good starter snakes, because the teacher, who supposedly knows a lot about snakes, told her to get a ball python or a corn snake. Corn snakes, as far as I know, are pretty fine for beginners, but ball pythons are not. They are very picky eaters, because a lot of them, especially from pet stores, are imported from the wild, like they're wild caught, a lot of the breeders they get, and they're extremely picky eaters. The best thing for them is African soft-furred mice, or rats, sorry, African soft-furred rats, and which aren't actually rats. They're like this big. They're completely different species. That's just what they're called. And just do your research. Like, corn snake's fine, but ball python is not okay for a beginner. Every snake expert's just like, I don't think ball pythons are good beginner snakes at all, because they're not. They're not. Just a follow-up on the python thing. I think she got ball python and Burmese python mixed up, because she said that a ball python could eat her cat, and it most certainly could not. A Burmese python could, but if you're getting a Burmese python for your 7-year-old, I think you should reevaluate your life decisions. I'm doing something and I can't hold the camera, so ignore that. But I would like to say, am I really supposed to believe that this woman is the only single parent in her child's entire class? That is not likely. I'm just going in on this book and I'm only a part in it, and this is not good. Nikki. Well, she's behind the camera. Oh. Okay. Alright. Okay. I finished The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. I hated it. I hated it so much. I'm giving it 1 star. Like, okay, so they had the basis of this idea, and then it felt like they did nothing with it. The entire middle of this book is just very basic getting to know you stuff, falling in love stuff. There is nothing special about it whatsoever. And then, not only that, but at the end, when all the stuff goes down and they find out, okay, so it's about this company that is trying to find people's soulmates based on their genetics. And it turns out, spoilers, it turns out that their soulmate equation, if you wish, sorry, I'm petting Willow, was forged by someone else in the company. And then they don't talk for 8 days. And when River, who's the main male character, comes back, Jess is just like, how could you? And he's just like, I was so stressed and stuff. She's just like, I can never forgive this, and basically being very unreasonable. But then one of the things she worries about while he's gone is that, oh, so the only reason you liked me is because we matched up on the diamond scale. And when everything goes down, he reruns the numbers, and she says she doesn't want to know what their percentage was, but they're still in the diamond scale. And they get together after he reveals he did this, and it's just like, so that is what it is. He stopped talking to her because they weren't a perfect match, and then when he reran the numbers and they were a good match, he started talking to her again. You did the exact thing you didn't want to happen. What the hell is wrong with you? Like, why even bring it up if you're gonna completely ignore it? Mercy's boggling. Hold on. Do it. Do it, Mercy. Good girl. Anyway, and then the best friend was so irritating. Christina Lauren has this issue where they make a character quirky, and the second they make a female character quirky, and the second they make her quirky, they also state basically that she sleeps around a lot, which implies that if you're normal, you don't sleep around a lot. And it also implies that if you're smart and put together, you don't sleep around a lot. As if your sex drive has anything to do with if you're normal or not. And I hate it. I hate it. That's why I liked Take a Hint, Danny Brown. Just neatly sidestepped all of that. Just like, she was a fully realized character. I know I say that a lot, but it's books like these that make it important for me to say that, because it drives me crazy. Okay, it's getting 1 star.
Hello, here I am, late to vlogging. I haven't been reading yet this week, so it's Tuesday night, the 17th, well, now it's Wednesday morning, 17th. I'm finally starting, and I'm still on my mission to read my TBR. Right now on Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I don't know much about the plot other than there's this lost city of Weep, and this boy named Laszlo Strange is trying to find it. And I think I'm about like an hour in, and it's not bad. I find it a little boring. I'm going to try to actually really get through a good amount of this one. I also started Serpent and Dove by an author whose name I can't remember. That one I'm farther into, and I just don't feel anything, so I'm starting to get a little pessimistic about my TBR project. But hey, you never know, maybe it'll turn around and I'll like something. Probably not, though. Hello, I'm just popping in with a little checkup for the night. Took a break on Strange the Dreamer because it was boring me just a lot. It's very beautifully is the word I was looking for. It's very beautifully written, but I'm bored out of my mind. It's just the setup right now, so I'm expecting it'll pick up, I don't know, probably in the next hour or so. But I did take a break and I switched back to The Stand-In by Lily Chu, I believe. And oh my god, do you see this? Do you see? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Don't walk off my hand. Right, so I'm back over to The Stand-In by Lily Chu. I got about 30% in, and that's when the plot actually like really started. I was surprised at how long it took, because there was the introduction of the premise, which is there's a very famous woman who is in town for a play, and she doesn't want to have to go like out to dinner and to parties and to schmooze with people. She's tired. She wants to focus on the play, so she has found a girl who looks exactly like her, and she's offering her $150,000 to pretend to be her for 2 months. So it took 3 hours of a 10.5-hour book to get to the part where she's finally like going off and pretending to be this actress. She went to lunch. Oh my god, do you see this? She went to lunch with the love interest, who is very mean to her, but I can see where it's going, obviously, and it's like it's not that bad, the meanness, so like whatever. I'm hoping this one picks up too, now that we're finally like in it. But there's 7 hours left, and I personally, for a contemporary romance, don't like them to be that long. I don't like 10 hours for a contemporary romance. Even with like a plot, I feel like they should be 8 hours maybe, tops. That's just me. I think other people feel differently about it, but typically I like a shorter contemporary romance because you always know how it's going to end, with the exception of obviously like a few weird ones that probably end with the characters not getting together. But it's like when you know exactly what's going to happen in the book and what all the beats are going to be, because with romances typically the beats are very predictable. Like you don't necessarily want it to be super long. You just want it to be fun. So yeah, we'll see. I kicked up the speed I'm listening to about 2.4 just to kind of get to it. I'm hoping I like this better than Sarah liked The Soulmate Equation. I did warn her about that book. I read it when it first came out, and I told her that I didn't like it. I think I gave it 2 stars because I thought it was okay back when I read it. Wouldn't read it again. Me and Christina, oh my god, there's a rat running down my back. Just down. Do you see this? Do you see what I live with? Where do you think you're going? Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna have to call it. But yeah, so enjoying The Stand-In, even though it's oh my god. Even though it's a little slow. Not loving Serpent and Dove, or what the hell else am I reading? Oh my god, pain has made me forget. Oh, pain. Okay, what else am I reading? Oh my god, Dune, which I'm enjoying thoroughly. I actually just watched the movie with my boyfriend. He didn't like it. he seemed very disappointed with it. Do you see this? He seemed very disappointed with it. I was a little disappointed because I cut out a lot of what I like, which, oh god, I haven't even talked about Dune. Okay. Okay, new clip. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god, do you see? Show this first. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, it's baby. Scene change to liven up the show. Okay. I haven't talked about Dune really in any capacity other than saying that I liked it, which I tend to have this problem, as you might have noticed, where I forget to say like the plot of books and things happening, but maybe that's good because you don't necessarily want spoilers. I will say minor spoilers for Dune. I'm not done with it yet, but yeah, so minor spoilers. Okay, the very basic oversimplified plot of Dune. So it's science fiction, and there's this planet called Abraxas, and there is something on it called spice, which is, I feel like it's kind of described as like a drug, but also a spice. It's a little confusing as to exactly what the spice is. It's just it's very wanted, it's very desired. And this planet, it's a desert planet, and there's very little moisture on it. There's just like the moisture in people, basically. It's crazy dry. And these other people go to Abraxas to mine the spice, and there's big old crazy sandworms that are there to defend it / eat the people that are there. So you have to run away from big old worms. And there's this race of people who live on the planet who are being oppressed and hurt by the ones mining the spice. And the basic plot is Paul, the son of a duke from a different planet, and his father Poe from Force Awakens has been put in charge of mining spice on Abraxas. So they go to the planet to like oversee the transition of power kind of, and to like get things back on track. And as I'm saying it, I'm just like, wow, leaving out a lot. It's very political. It's very complicated. But that's like the basic plot is people want spice and people want power. Chaos ensues. And I really I'm loving it so far. I love Lady Jessica the best, which is Paul's mom. I like the Duke. I actually kind of like everybody because they all seem super cool. Honestly, like fun characters. Like what a great setting. Obviously, Dune is one of like the most famous beloved books in all of literature, so it shouldn't come as a surprise, but it does because I don't really like sci-fi, and I only decided to read this book because I was curious, and I knew the movie was coming out, and I wanted to see the movie. Because baby Timothy Chalamet is going to be Willy Wonka, and I want to support my favorite chocolatier. So I decided to get the book on Audible, and I've been reading it very slowly, and I like it a lot. It's going to get sad and weird, which I look forward to. I don't want to say like my favorite parts of the book or anything like that, other than I really love everything with Jessica, especially stuff with Jessica and the Duke. Because it's like kind of, it's just really sad. And I did just watch the movie, and I will also say minor spoilers for the movie. I didn't love it because I feel like they cut out a lot of the stuff I liked, which was a whole lot of stuff with Jessica and the Duke. Like there's a whole thing where he can't marry her. She's his concubine. He can't marry her because he wants to like keep himself open only so that other kind of territories feel like they could marry their daughters to him and then unite them. So it's like he's not going to do that. He loves Jessica, but he wants people to think they can, because when the doors are open, it's better. There's a lot of stuff that comes with that I wish was in it. There's also, if you've seen the trailer for the movie, and I think it was in the movie in the 80s too, the part where Paul's told to put his hand in the box that has paint in it, that's probably my favorite part. That's right at the beginning of the movie. It's not a spoiler. There's a bit in it where person doing it to him tells him that his mother had to go through that test too when she was younger. And in the book, when he's finished with it, he's like, you did that to my mother. Like, you put her through that. And that wasn't in the movie. And I was disappointed. And it's like, it's a little thing. But I loved that in the book because I like Paul. I know I won't keep liking Paul based on what I've heard. But I don't know. The movie wasn't bad. It was good. I think that if I hadn't been reading the book at the same time, I would have liked it better. But I was a little let down from the things that weren't included. That's how my boyfriend felt too, because he loved the book. He started reading it the same night I started reading it, and he's already like 5 books in, and he's listening on like normal speed, and I'm listening on 2-point speed, and I'm only on chapter 16 of the first one. I feel ashamed. I feel disappointed in myself. But yeah, so I would recommend the movie. If you love the book, I'm sure you'll enjoy the movie. I hear it's pretty faithful, which I can't obviously say because I'm not done with the book yet, but it was enjoyable enough. It was very long. I keep hearing people are confused about stuff that happens in it. It didn't seem confusing to me. I guess I get how people could be maybe a little bit like, oh, what's going on? But if you're watching the movie and paying attention, I think you'll be fine because it's not too complicated. People want spice. There's an evil guy who wants the Duke's family dead so he can have power, so he could sell the spice and make a bunch of money. It's about money. Like, Dune is about making money. Well, that's, I can't say that broad of a statement because it's about a lot more than that. And I know the sequels, like, get into a bunch of stuff and there's, like, themes and statements and all that stuff. But, like, the people want money in it. That's what they want. So, that's what it is. That is my rant on Dune. I don't know if I'll have a ton more to say about it even as I finish the book, because when I hate something, there's a lot to say, but when I like something, there's not always. So that's kind of all I got for you right now, but I'll check in again when I have more about what I'm reading, and I'm sure I'll pop in to tell you. I'm most likely going to DNF Serpent and Dove and that Strange the Dreamer, but you never know. Do you see that beautiful baby over here? Look at this. Look at this. That's Ducky. She's a queen. Hi, Ducky. I'm going to give you a treat. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I am doing a little shelf reorganization / room reorganization, and I'm going to take these down and I'm going to move them somewhere else because I feel like it kind of distracts from the books, you know, and I don't like that. I want the books to be the main focus, especially, look, I got this beautiful copy of Dune that I've yet to haul. I don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe after Christmas. We'll see. I don't know. I'm very tired. I also got Folklore, which I have on display. So watch me in very fast time take my bookmarks down and then put them on a string and then hang them up somewhere and hope I don't hate it. Wish me luck. This ankle's not working out very well. How much can you see? Mostly cage? That's okay. Maybe I'll chat for this bit because you can't see it very well. Just taking some bookmarks down. Oh, good content. Yes, very entertaining. Incredibly entertaining. And back to the time lapse. Hello, hi. Okay, here's the part where I'm going to start organizing and stringing these together. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but here's my yellow string, thumbtack on the end. I think I'm gonna go Star Wars first and then see what happens from there. So that turned out to be a whole situation. And I almost hurt myself pretty bad trying to get this done. Do I regret it? Yes, I should have just left the bookmarks where they were. But now I have them on the wall. We'll see how I feel about it. But I thought we could do a quick little like bookmark tour. I won't be necessarily telling you what each is because there's like 100 there, but you can probably infer. And if you really want to know, honestly, comment and I'll respond to you eventually because I'm bad at checking the comments. But here we go. I'll go slower. Pure silence. All right, well, there you have it. Those are my bookmarks that were very hard to hang up. So thanks for watching me suffer.
The angles we go to pet our children. Cappie's in here. Oh, hi, Cece. Come on. Anyway, I was supposed to start the next Mystic Bayou book today, but then I got the Charm Offensive from the library, so I'm reading that instead because I've been waiting for a long time for the library to get a copy. What's going on down there? Sailor's coming out my sleeve, I think. So the Charm Offensive is a male-male romance about, it's basically like a Bachelor-esque show, but the Bachelor, if you will, one's gonna fall in love with one of the producers. And so far, he's like the worst Bachelor they could have picked, but he is so cute and sweet, and I love it. It's really, really cute so far, and I'm enjoying it a lot, which is good because the soulmate equation sucked. And that was the last romance I read, so hopefully this one goes better. Yeah, I didn't update you guys yesterday, so it's Thursday now, because we had stuff going on. But hopefully I'll finish the Charm Offensive today, or probably not today. Hopefully I'll finish it tomorrow. And next week I can finally actually get back to the Mystic Bayou series like I've been saying I would. So that's the plan. Hey baby. Hi my love. Hi my sweet girl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, okay, so I'm a few parts in, and I'm still enjoying it quite a bit, but there's this one thing that's like bugging me a little bit, not enough to like knock a star off, but enough that I want to mention it. It's like, so basically everyone in the book is queer in some way, which is great, but like, it's funny, because like so many of them are queer, and not a single one of them's taken a moment to wonder if maybe Charlie is too. He's the one who is, look at that face. He's the one who's the Bachelor in this scenario. So he's dating like 20 women right now, and no one's taken a moment to consider that maybe he's just not that into women. And it's hilarious that all these queer people don't even consider it. Oh, it's Friday. These are probably gonna be my last clips for this vlog, without Cappie anyway, because on Saturdays I don't usually read because I got all of that to take care of tomorrow. But anyway, I'm still reading the Charm Offensive and I still love it. Like, the only part I don't really care about is the producer notes. I don't feel like they really add anything. I don't, at least not yet. I'm a little more than halfway through. So maybe toward the end they'll add something to it and I'll love them. But right now I just don't really care for them. It just feels, they're making the showrunner, I think, at the end an antagonist, and I don't know, don't really care about it. I don't really think romances need a protagonist or antagonist personally, so whatever. But I am loving it still. Charlie is like, you know, having a whole discovery of himself, I guess. It's 7:19 in the morning, I'm tired. But anyway, Charlie's like having a whole discovery of himself, and I know a lot of people don't like necessarily coming out stories, which I think is fine. You don't have to like them. I don't really like them either, just because like that's what a lot of these are, and I don't think it's necessary. But I do like this one because I feel like a lot of it's not officially said because he's just like, yeah, I don't really want labels, which I also like because I feel a lot of books and characters in general are pressured to have a label put on them. And I don't know how I feel about that either, because like I don't really do that with myself. Like, I am Ace, but I don't know like what flavor of Ace, and I don't really care personally for me. So with Charlie, he's like having that discovery that he's probably asexual, but he doesn't know what kind of asexual or like what kind of romantic he is. He just knows he likes Dave, and I like that. I think it's cute, and it's being handled in a good way. And I don't mind that it's kind of like a coming out story, just because I feel like a lot of asexual people don't realize they're ace until they're in their 20s. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of teenagers out there who are fully aware, but I feel like a lot of asexual people just don't really think about it that often until they're like in their 20s. Like, I didn't really think anything of it until I was in my 20s. I just knew that I didn't really give a shit. So there you have it. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. I think it's gonna be a 5-star read so far. I'll hopefully finish it today. Finish The Charm Offensive. I loved it. It didn't have the miscommunication trope, which is shocking. Like, a romance that didn't do that. Awesome. Look at these butts. Look at the butts. Isn't that beautiful? So the conflict at the end was like, it had the potential to be very annoying, but I thought it was actually handled pretty well after the initial like thing happened. So I didn't mind that. I'm giving it 5 stars total. I enjoyed it quite a lot. So yeah. Look at the butt again. A face. A beautiful face. Look at that face. Look at her. Alright. I'll let you go now.
So here's an update, because I've been bad about doing that this week. I have started reading 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. Yes, Sally Thorne. I like it so far. I've heard she's kind of divisive with her books. People either hate them or really love them, so well, I want to see kind of where I would fall. So far, I like it, but I haven't been doing a ton of reading this week. Instead, I have been knitting. I'm working on this ugly monstrosity scarf. You can't really tell the color great, but it's very vibrant green and hot pink, and it's the worst thing I've ever seen. It's for my little sister who likes that kind of stuff. So there's that. But yeah, I haven't been reading because I have been cleaning out stuff. I cleaned the top of my closet up there, and the top of this, I moved some stuff. Their hammocks are down there now. So that's what I've been doing. I kind of have been reorganizing my books a little bit. Yeah, so I've been slacking on reading this week, like every other week, but I am in the middle of 99% Mine, and I'm supposed to start Bag of Bones, and I haven't so far. And that's probably not good because it's a 20-hour audiobook, but I don't look forward to reading it because I hate Stephen King books. But I chose to do this, so I can't complain. But I'm going to complain because I want to. So yeah, tomorrow is Saturday, so it's the last day of the vlog. And I don't think I'm going to get any more reading done. And I haven't really made progress on Dune because I'm a giant liar and I'm busy all the time with a million things. And I just don't always have the time. And I really want to focus on Dune. I also want to enjoy it. I don't want to rush through a book that I'm liking. And it's not actually that big. Everyone says it is, but it's only like 700 pages, which is not even the longest thing I've read. I think Breaking Dawn is longer than Dune. I've read that a shameful amount of times. But yeah, so I'm taking my time with Dune. I saw the movie. I think I posted, yeah, I recorded a clip. I can't remember. But I made like 10 minutes of progress on Dune, the book. So I did get a pretty copy of the hardcover, which I can't show you until the next time I do a haul. Or I guess I could just show you. There she is on my shelf. Oh, she's so beautiful. The pages are blue, like their eyes, when they've been exposed to the spice. I also got, here's a sneak peek, I got Malibu Rising, even though I hate Daisy Jones and the Six. I haven't read Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo yet. I hope I like it, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I did a little bit of reorganizing the books, and is that a rat? Oh my god. Is that... No, I'm seeing things. I'm losing my mind. Right, so you can see Strange the Dreamer right there. I'm trying to make my way through that. I'm not liking it very much so far. The problem with it is that it's very pretty in its writing. Like, that's definitely not a problem, but like nothing's happening yet. I know I need to be patient because it's a pretty big book. But one thing I did find funny, the audiobook reader of that, I think his name is Shane West. And I thought, oh, this guy sounds familiar. And then I was like, oh no, he sounds exactly like the audiobook reader for the After series when they start doing the POV of Hardin. And I looked it up, and the reader of that is named like Sean East or something. And I checked, and the guy who reads the audio for Strange the Dreamer, like under that name, everything's like reputable, I guess. It's like, it's stuff that you wouldn't be embarrassed of. And then under the like East name, it's like After and romances and stuff. And it might not be the same guy, but what a coincidence that they would sound identical, like reading the book identical too. And then one's last name is East and one's is West, and both have the S name. So that's my conspiracy. Maybe this is public knowledge and I'm just dumb and behind or whatever, but yeah, so it's kind of making it a little harder to read Strange the Dreamer when the audio reader is the guy who did Hardin's voice for those audiobooks. And also I'm just not into the book very much. I haven't read any more of Serpent and Dove, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to keep those. It's just, I don't know. I've said this 1,000 times that I'm moving away from young adult. I don't really even know what I'm looking for anymore. Kind of the only books I'm really enjoying lately, other than Dune, God's Gift to Humanity, are like adult romances, because they're fun and they're easy and it doesn't like wear on you or anything. But these young adults are really not doing it for me, and I might end up with like so few on my shelf, which feels weird because at one point all I would read is young adult. I wouldn't read a book if it wasn't, but now I am, you know, an adult. Things were different. So I don't know, just kind of weird. So it's like, it's weird realizing you've grown up and there's no going back. It's just, I guess maybe I'm late to that particular realization, but just this idea that you can never ever go back and you're only going to go forward, you're only going to get older. I'm probably never going to get to a point in my life where I enjoy young adult again. Definitely not like I did. And it feels kind of like I'm losing something, but I guess I'm not, because like before I wouldn't read adult books, so I was missing out on that, but now I am reading adult books, so I'm not missing out on it. I don't know, I'm being existential because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm trying to knit a scarf. So yeah, that's my update. The next clip is probably going to be our end of week wrap up, and I don't think I'll have any progress to show you, so sorry about that, but I did make 2 scarves this week. I think that's pretty good.
All right, another vlog in the bag.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to Mystic Bayou this week. I'll do it next week.
Yeah, next week's gonna be worse than this week. Wait, well, no, because this week was bad too. Oh my god, every week we just have a rat travesty. Is that okay? Is that what's happening? So basically,
on Monday, the 22nd, today is the 20th, so on Monday the 22nd, I am going to be taking Humdrum, Ducky, and Dorothy into the vet to be spayed. And on the same day, our friend, who we mention all the time and have never shown, so like you have no proof she even exists.
Oh my god. It's a real Superman Clark Kent situation.
She's taking in 2 of her rats and it doesn't look good for one of them, basically. So, and then this last week, you know, last Friday, so a week ago yesterday, I lost Button Bright. And then on Wednesday, she lost one of her rats. And it's not been great. All of her rats are related to my rats, so it's like hard to watch.
Yeah, it's not been a great time. I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, so basically the one she lost on Wednesday was Rook's mom.
And she was the mom of my sister's rats.
Yeah.
She outlived many of her children.
Yeah, so of her children that are left. So basically Kendra had one of her Siamese children, I had one of her Siamese children, and Rachel had one of her Siamese children. And then collectively we had 4 of her Black Berkshire children. And 3 of them are left. of the Black Berkshires, and then Rook is the lone Siamese left of the whole family. So yeah,
it's been a bummer. It's gonna continue to be a bummer.
Not to take, not
Merry
to take
Christmas.
like credit for my friend's grief or anything, or like try to take it away from her, but it's not fun. It's I'm struggling with knowing Rook's the last Siamese left. They were all just riddled with tumors, and Rook has a tumor, and it's just like, not fun.
Yeah, Rook is too old for the surgery.
She's had surgery twice, and she's over 2. So I'm choosing not to. And it just kind of sucks to know that that's going to be what kills them. It killed all of them.
Yeah, so.
But anyway.
What a fun ending to the vlog.
Yeah, you guys are going to start clicking off. You're going to see us sitting here at the end. You're going to be like, I don't want to deal with this. And
what
click
awful
off.
pet news will we be getting today?
But anyway, this week I read The Soulmate Equation. I hated it. It was alternatively poorly done and basic. There was nothing special about it, weirdly enough. And then I read The Charm Offensive, which I adored.
You finish it?
Yes.
Are you going to get it?
Yeah.
So I'll probably end up getting it too. It's on my Amazon cart. I didn't get a ton of reading this week because I've been knitting and cleaning my room out, kind of. I did get about halfway through 99% Mine by Sally Thorne, and I like it okay. I was liking it more in the beginning, but we're like literally right before halfway through, and she's already talking to the guy. She's already like, let's just have sex. And it's just like, all the tension's going to be gone. And I got 6 hours left of this book with no more tension. It's like, no, that's not good. That's not how you do it. But I know everyone says Sally Thorne is like, either they love her or they hate her.
Yeah, polarizing.
So.
Do you want me to make you feel better?
Mm-hmm.
The Charm Offensive, at the end, it wasn't the miscommunication trope.
Was something annoying?
It had the potential to be annoying, but actually, I personally enjoyed how they handled it. I don't know if you will, but it was not miscommunication. There is not really any miscommunication in this whole book.
Well, I just need the library to buy it.
Yeah.
So I can read it.
I should have kept it and just let you listen to it on my phone.
I want wireless headphones so I could just listen to stuff in the middle of the day, so I could like blast Taylor Swift, so no one else in the house is
as
disturbed.
intended.
But yeah, I barely made progress on Dune. I've been reading Dune for like 2 weeks now, I think.
And then next week, well, actually first, I did 3 rock cages today. 3. I also cleaned all their ropes, and I wish I'd gotten a before and after shot, because like 3 of the ropes that I cleaned today, they have white stripes on them. They kind of look Christmassy. I didn't skip them for Christmas. They just kind of look Christmassy. And if you think that you do not need to clean your ropes, you are wrong. As I was pouring the hot soapy water onto these ropes, watching them go from a grayish yellow to pure pristine white, I was just like, gross.
We got a Christmas tree.
Yeah, we do.
We have to show a shot, like the very last shot of this needs to be the Christmas tree.
I can do that.
Glowing in the darkness.
All right, so next week I'm going to be reading Mystic Bayou. I know, I keep saying it, but I'm doing it.
If you don't read it, you need to cut out the clips of you saying that you're going to read it, so you don't look like a fool.
I can't. I'm editing this tonight.
You're gonna embarrass yourself. I think what I need to do to actually get some books read is to maybe start like picking some of the comics that I bought that I haven't got to yet, so I can rack up some numbers and actually have something to talk about.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm sorry that we are such downers. I don't mean to be. Well, if you liked it, or pity me, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. Just send us presents in the mail. I love candy. Do that. I love t-shirts with designs on it. I like candles. I won't tell you my address, but figure it out. Send me things.
Don't figure it out.
Yeah, actually. Maybe don't. Or do.
Goodbye!